Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 2 of Stardew Valley here on the Game Professor channel. I'm your host, the Game Professor, so let's just jump right in with our weather. Welcome to Kozu 5. Forecast for tomorrow, it's going to rain all day tomorrow. And this is actually scripted into the game. The third day of spring in the first year always rains. And our luck, the spirits are somewhat mildly perturbed today. Luck will not be on your side. Well, I'm not doing anything that's going to require luck, so we should be fine. Hello there, just got back from a fishing trip. You should come down by the beach sometime. I've got something for you. Willie. Perfect. And that obviously is our fishing pole, which is actually my main way of making money in this game early on. I basically try to do whatever I can to get as much fishing in as possible. Up in the lake specifically, the lake is where the money's at in terms of fishing, as far as just generally speaking. Let's see here. We are going to get rid of you. Excuse me. Oh, I apologize. Hopefully I will make sure that I adjust the sound on that a bit, because I'm sure that was loud. But we will keep the pickaxe and the hoe for now. That should be fine. Take a look here. That's just telling us to go to the beach. And that is exactly where we are going. So, and just to look again, who all we still have to meet. Jazz, Marnie, Rasmodius. I don't remember if Rasmodius counts. Demetrius and Willie and Abigail. So, all of those people should be relatively easy to get today. Help wanted. I will heart you forever if you bring me a potato. Haley, 240 gold on delivery. Well, I don't think I got any potato seeds in those mixed seeds that I got, so we will have to find it in a trash can, most likely, in order for that to happen. So, we'll see, Haley. I still always will pretty much always accept those, just because you never know. But here we are meeting Willie. Ahoy there, son. Heard there was a newcomer in town. Good to finally meet ya. I'm still trying to unwind from a month out on the salty seas. It was a big haul. I sold a lot of good fish. Finally saved enough to buy me a new rod. Alright. Here, I want you to have my old fishing rod. It's important to me that the art of fishing stays alive. And hey, maybe you'll buy something from the shop once in a while. And the truth comes out, everything's always still about money, even in the valley. You received a bamboo pole. Beautiful. There's good water here in the valley. All kinds of fish. Oh yeah, my shop's back open now, so come by if you need supplies. I'll also buy anything you catch. If it smells, it sells. That's what my old pappy used to say anyway. We'll just ignore the fact that fish smelling fishy usually means they're starting to go bad, but sure. The sentiment makes sense. But it is 8. I have met Willie. I'm gonna go over by Marnie's house. I might catch Marnie on her way to aerobics class. And I should definitely get Jazz at least. Jazz is one of the characters I tend to struggle a little bit usually to meet. I think she might be playing over here today. Maybe. Could be making that up. But my goodness, we have a lot of stuff to forage right now, so I'm going to actually make it a point to get that. And I just remembered why it's usually good to still have the scythe on you. Ugh. But I'm not gonna do any chopping or busting of rocks right now. Mostly because I want to save my energy for fish. There's Jazz. Alright, sweet. Jazz, wait up! Hi. And that is all you say. Yeah, I don't usually put much effort into getting to know the kids. Not for any particular reason, I'm not that interested in them, honestly, as characters. But maybe this time I will do so. Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you would like me to make a point of getting to know the kids, because I will admit that, like, the point of these playthroughs, the point of the way that I approach games is I want to try to experience a lot, to an extent as much as possible. Mayor Lewis told me you just arrived. I'm Marnie. I sell livestock and animal care products at my ranch. You should swing by sometime. Will do, Marnie, will do. But it's not true completionism in the true sense of the word, but here's Abigail. Oh, that's right, I heard someone new was moving onto that old farm. It's kind of a shame, really. I always enjoyed exploring those overgrown fields by myself. Foreshadowing, perhaps? No. It could be foreshadowing if you wanted to marry Abigail. But, as I was saying, I like to make my playthroughs as complete within themselves as possible. Like, really making sure that I experience everything that is pertinent to my playthrough. Greetings, I'm Demetrius, local scientist and father. Thanks for introducing yourself. I'm studying the local plants and animals from my home laboratory. Have you met my daughter Maru? She's interested to meet you. Yes, I did. Alright, who do I have left? Sorry, I keep getting sidetracked by making sure that I'm meeting people. Clint and Rasmodius. Okay, I'm gonna go by the pub tonight, because Clint is always there, and I want to make sure that I start fishing. It'll be fine. But, back to what I was saying in regard to the way that I complete playthroughs. I don't truly believe you have to experience every little thing in a game in order for it to be a fulfilling experience. One of my big arguments with games in general is that the naturally interactive nature of them means that interaction that you're having is a big part of what makes meaning. And because of that, I'm not going to force an interaction that is not meaningful to me for the sake of completing the game, quote unquote. So, with games like Stardew Valley that are more in the sandbox variety, it gets a little bit interesting to consider, because part of the appeal of these games is to try to experience every little bit of the game. So we can talk a little bit more about how to approach these games, how these sorts of games really tie into my thought process about games, the interactive nature of games, all that is a big part of why this channel exists. I want to be able to have a conversation with you all about these things. I want us to really broaden what people think about games, both gamers and non-gamers. I want people to think of games as more than just meaningless pastimes or just shooting galleries that make people want to be violent in real life. I also very much want to push back against the quote-unquote real gamer idea that playing a game like this or Animal Crossing or The Sims and enjoying games like these makes somebody not a gamer. It's the toxicity within the gaming community is real, and I want to see the end of that toxicity. And if I can be a part of ending that toxicity, I would love it. So help me figure out ways to talk about games like this. Help me come up with new ideas. Big part of why I want you all along this journey with me. And back to the game itself, generally at this point, I'm amazed I haven't had any algae yet. Usually I get a lot of algae in my first, and as soon as I say that, that's of course when I start getting algae. I jinxed myself, guys. I jinxed myself. I think I've leveled up my fishing at least once, though. Of course, I didn't even hear or feel anything, and I hit the button. Yeah, I think I might have leveled up once. Maybe. Oh, yeah, I definitely leveled up. If I'm getting a gold star carp, I definitely leveled up. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of the algae for now. Ah! Nope. There we go. And already we will have a message in the mail from Pierre telling us about his larger backpack, which we will try to get as quickly as possible. It's a big part of why I start fishing up here so early. Because for the most part, you get the most money. You also kind of get a huge collection of perfect fish for sashimi in the carp. I do not sell carp at all, and I still make plenty of money off the fishing up here without that. So it's one of my tricks as far as play goes, because sashimi is one of my preferred meals for when I'm in Skull Cavern. Once the game is really underway for a bit, because I like to use that to fill up my health and ooh, come on. I think I have a leak. There we go. I think I have a leak in my chest. I don't remember for sure. We will find out. I will probably find more leaks. Not a big deal. But a silver bullhead, that's pretty nice. The chest. I always go for chests when I'm fishing. I'm like, there's always a chance that it's going to be something really worth it, and I'd rather get it a geode. Ooh, oh man. You know what? I am going to get rid of my gold star carp, since it's just food, and carp is sashimi to me, and sashimi has a set energy and health refill, so it doesn't matter that it's a gold star carp. But a geode this early, that can be pretty good to have. Always check the chests. Always check the chests. You never know what you're going to get. I had one case where I actually got a treasure chest in one of the chests very early on in a playthrough, and because the treasure chests are worth 5,000 gold, something like that. Like, it's a very large amount of gold, and it made a huge difference in what I was able to do early on in that playthrough. So never doubt the power of a badoof. Come on. Yeah, we're just gonna get rid of that. Again, it's just sashimi to me. The fact that I'm starting to get those, though, it might make sense for me to get rid of the regular carp. If I get another gold star carp, I will get rid of it. Definitely don't need the algae right now. And I think we'll stay here until I'm just about out of energy. That should still leave us enough time to meet Clint down at the pub. He usually gets there around 8:30, something like that. So, little 2-day cycle to meet everybody. Not too bad overall. Oh, and I must assume there are probably people shouting at me about the bubbles over to the right side of the screen there. I never go after bubbles. I know that they increase bite rate, and especially early on, that can make a big difference when you don't have bait. But for me to go over there to get those bubbles, it would be more time than I will save with the bubbles. Because look how quickly they're gone. I probably would have gotten one cast out of that. And every cast that you hook something, whether it's a fish or trash or algae, you're still getting experience for it. So I'd rather stay here, get what I get, and not worry about the bubbles. It becomes too much work and too much time to worry about the bubbles, in my opinion. Alright, yep. We're getting rid of the regular carp. At this point, and honestly, if I start off just having gold star carp in my chest that will eventually move to being my fridge, I am totally okay with that. There is nothing wrong with not having the bottom quality of something. Alright. I think... yeah. Probably... we'll see. I think... no, we'll leave after whatever this cast gets us, so that we can go meet Clint. I don't want to leave that hanging. Alright. Come on, make it so that I can get the chest. Dang it. Oh boy. Oh boy. I almost ruined that. Come on. Wow. Nope. Man. I am struggling with this one. I suppose it makes sense for you guys to finally see me struggle on one of these. I've been doing so well all episode. And usually, early fishing is where people struggle like crazy. So, good for you guys to see me struggle at least once, right? Okay, 2 artifacts. Alright, yep, I am just going to get rid of my forage, because I don't know when I'm going to get those artifacts again. Usually, I don't struggle much with the skeletal tail, especially with the new dinosaur prehistoric levels that they have in the mines. The tail is one of the things is one of the fossils that I think gets dropped relatively regularly by defeating the Pepperexes. I might be wrong. I might be thinking of the rib. But either way, I probably will see that again. Let's meet Clint. Hi, Clint. Hi, I'm Clint. I'm the town blacksmith. If you ever need to upgrade your tools, I'm your guy. Sounds good. I have nothing to give anyone as a gift. That's fine. But that's our next. Winning friends, give someone a gift. Won't read that. Fairly easy to comprehend information. So, not really going to worry too much about it. But, let us see here. Let us sell all the fish except the carp. I'm not going to worry about community center bundles right now with it, just because I will be fishing up at the lake a lot. So I don't have to really worry about getting everything there. Level 1 fishing. Level 2 fishing. I thought I leveled up twice. Awesome. Sweet. Very exciting. Very good way to start off the fishing. Almost 1,000 gold. Can take a look. The 5 regular chub, $50, 50 gold each. 5 silver chub, those are 62 gold a piece, it looks like. 100 for the 2 largemouth each. Awesome. Perfect way to start it off. And we get our first rainy day, so I don't have to water my crops. Always good. It's going to be sunny tomorrow. And what's our luck? Good luck. All right. I can't go into the mines yet. Usually... go away. Go away, crow. Obviously, I can't actually do anything with scarecrows yet because I need to level up farming at least once for that. That'll happen after the first harvest of parsnips. But I think what we will do for today, we'll just go straight up and fish. And that will be the day today. So I realize these early episodes will probably be a little bit boring for everybody. I hope you're still watching through them. It's a great way to experience Stardew Valley. I think that Stardew is kind of a perfect little background noise game. Whether I'm playing it or whether I'm watching someone play it, I always just find it incredibly relaxing. But this way, we'll get a nice collection of fish. Actually, might be able to get the backpack before we start going to the mines, which would be huge. I always really struggle in the mines with the backpack filling up. So anything I can do to try to get that as early as possible, I will always do. Beautiful. That is going to be more than 100 gold, because it's silver quality. Awesome. And just a bit of preemptiveness, I'm sure that I also have some people yelling at me, why don't you have chests around you? Why don't you bring a chest everywhere you go so that you can always put stuff in it so you don't have to throw stuff out? And I've actually never been a fan of that methodology. The way I see it is like you have a limited amount of space and you have to deal with it. And ultimately, I find that players that end up putting chests in places don't actually end up making it possible for themselves to keep anything. Because usually stuff will get left in those chests rather than getting brought back. Ooh, I almost lost that one. So I would rather make the judgment of what's going to be the most valuable thing for me to keep right now. What can I get rid of? What will I find again? All that stuff. Wow, lots of bait. Hopefully I'll be able to start using the bait soon. Get the fiberglass rod. Though I often will try my best to stick with the bamboo pole as long as possible. If I can avoid buying the fiberglass rod, I like to. Though obviously not always possible. Especially when you get tired of the waiting game for fish to bite. Because goodness knows the bait helps a lot. But as I was saying about the bringing of chests into various places, I understand why people do it. But to me, I don't think that it solves the problem that people are trying to have it solve. I think that it actually creates it creates a new problem where you just have stuff sitting somewhere and you may or may not actually get it ever. So I would rather just keep my chests on the farm. I always make lots of chests. I organize them and make each one have a purpose. I always have a tool chest specifically where I keep my tools. So that way I don't have to have every single one of my tools on me at all times. Not gonna lie, when I see people that have all their tools on them at all times, I get very stressed, because especially in this early game time when you haven't gotten any backpack upgrade yet, and it's just like you only have 12 spots, and you are taking up almost half of them with tools. It's like, dude, why would you do that to yourself? So, but again, this is actually something that I find very interesting about this game, is that everybody has their own approach to inventory management. Everyone has their own approach to how to overcome the hurdle, especially in the early game, of all of the backpack filling up relatively quickly. So let me know in the comments, or in one of our other methods of communication, Discord, Facebook, website, let me know what your approach is for inventory management, and let's see what the reasoning is. I think that as I was saying earlier, the interactive nature of this style of game, the very purely interactive nature, not to say that there are games that are not interactive, that's kind of the point of games, but the fact that there are just so many approaches to everything, the fact that this is not a scripted game in the slightest, at least in the sense of having to do things a certain way. Part of me is determined to not lose a fish until I'm dealing with a sturgeon or a catfish. Those are the two fish that I will allow myself to lose on video. Anything other than those, I do not want to lose right now. That's a stupid goal. It's not gonna it's not gonna happen. I know that for a fact. But a guy can dream, right? And that's where I'm trusting you all are nodding and agreeing with me, because that's how life works on YouTube, right? Everyone agrees with the person creating the video. Okay. I also know a lot of people continuing on this theme of varying ways to play the game. Ooh, these are good. Let's do that, and because carp is food, let's do that. That should be good. But yeah, back to the varying approaches that people have. Now, obviously, one of the I said one of the reasons I like to fish up here in particular is because I know the value of the fish, with the exception of the carp, are generally higher than other fish, other fishing areas. So I go here for the sake of fish value, essentially. Now, I know there are a lot of people who, with the early fishing, they'll avoid selling their fish until they reach the level where value goes up for selling. And I think that's level 5, when you can select the perk that gives you higher value for the fish. So that's another one I'm curious about. What are people's approaches? Or if you haven't played or aren't playing, how would you approach it? There's oh, I leveled up again, I believe, because my bar looks a little bit bigger. Yep, it definitely looks bigger. Gotten another level up. Very exciting. Dang it! Come on. You were staying perfect, carp. Oh, boy. Oh, rusty spur. You know what? You know what? I know this is a lot of bait to get rid of, but I will be killing a lot of bugs. I will be killing a lot of bugs. I don't need the bait in the grand scheme of things. I will ultimately be killing enough bugs that I will have bait to last me probably a full year. But, as I was saying before the very close scrutiny of that treasure chest, one of the big reasons why I like this game, and I like the meaning of the name for the farm that I selected, is that a big aspect of the commentary that this game makes is that you're separating from modern society and returning to a simpler way of life. Now, within that, you're trying to make a farm a viable means of a way to make a living. That means you have to make money. And it's very easy in this game to become almost obsessed with making money. Like, I can actually say from experience, I kind of go economy crazy when I play this game. I really go for making money as quickly as possible, to the point where I will, in my first year usually, let elements of the commentary that the game is trying to provide slip. The biggest one being the community connection. Now, the Anthropocene as a concept doesn't have anything to do with human-to-human interaction, really. It's much more about the way humanity is interacting with the world and the Earth. But a lot of what the modern ways that we have approached business and industry and all that has led us, in our disregard for the world, to also disregard other people. So I find and I get very determined to make the money, like I said. So I'm curious for everybody, like, what's your take on that? And again, whether you're playing or not, or whether you have played or not, I would love to know your approaches to this game. Do you take it slowly? Do you try really hard to get everything going all at once? Get the farm really up to snuff and really productive right at the start, or do you take it slowly and focus more on interacting with villagers? Do you really take the community center seriously? Do you not do the community center route? Do you go with Joja? Obviously, we are not at a point where, wow, okay, this is good. Alright, I am going to get rid of the geode, because I will get more geodes, and I'm going to get rid of the spur, because I tend to get a lot of spurs and cogs on my farm. At least up until the latest playthrough that I've been working on, one of the artifacts that I'm missing in that playthrough, I'm Winter of Year 2 in that playthrough, and one of the artifacts I'm missing is the Rusty Cog, and I don't know why. Oh, man. I will get another amphibian statue. Those tend to be pretty common. The anchor tends to be a little less common in my experience, so that's why I'm sticking with that. I will be curious to see if Clint will come by and give us the plans for the furnace, having gotten copper in this manner rather than breaking open rocks. So it will be interesting. Let's see here. 3 geodes. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Can't focus on it. I will hopefully have enough money for for the bigger backpack after this, honestly. That's truly what I'm hoping for at this point, and I think I will, because I'm gonna sell those aquamarines. Those will be good money right now. Oh, come on. That was a fail. Hit the wrong button. But we are approaching the end of our energy. I realize episodes like this probably aren't the most interesting for everybody, so bear with me on these fishing episodes, and I really appreciate you bearing with me during these episodes, because I really... Oh! Well, getting rid of that, because I can't justify getting rid of fish for multiple fish for a single gold star. But oh my god, okay, anchor is going away for that. Wow. And this is a bad luck day, guys. This is a bad luck day, and I have I'm gonna be able to do so much better in the mines right off the bat because of that sword. It's a slow sword, but it is a strong sword. Oh man, that is awesome. That is a great drop. This is why you never let the chests go by. Even if your inventory is full, always go for the chests. You never know what kind of drop you're going to get. That is an amazing drop for this early on. Once we're done fishing, I will show you the stats again, because I didn't really highlight them. But, dude, that is an amazing drop. Wow. On a bad luck day, too. I've been getting a lot of chests today for a bad luck day in general. Oh, my God. And an ancient seed. Wow. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. Carper just food. We're getting rid of that. Wow. Guys. This is one of the best fishing days I have ever had early game. And I know bad luck fishing days because generally speaking, bad luck days are when I go fishing. You will observe that pattern in this playthrough where if it's a bad luck day, I will probably go fishing or go foraging. If it's a good luck day, that's when I go to the mine. Let's get rid of that. Let's end on an actual fish. Come on, buddy. Let's do this. Let's do this. I apologize if you can hear a lawnmower outside. I guess lawn mowing is essential work in this quarantine. And yeah, if anybody's wondering time-wise when this playthrough is happening, we are in the midst of the quarantine in the US. So that's what we're dealing with. All right. Okay. Well, okay. I'll do this. So broken trident. Level 11 dagger, 15 to 26 damage. Neptune's glaive, level 7 sword, 18 to 35 damage. 18 to 35 damage. I am going to... Oh, man. Oh, man. Wow. This is wild. This is really wild, guys. I actually think I am gonna get rid of some fish for this at this point. Wow. I don't usually do this, but we did it. All right. And wow. Okay, so I'm not gonna sell the diamond because I'm gonna turn that into the museum, because I like getting the easy to find gemstones taken care of in the museum as quickly as possible. But wow, this is wild, guys. This is a really wild run. Not gonna be a ton in terms of fish money tonight, but we did level up at least once in fishing. Alright, let's see here. We are going to save one of you, and you. We are saving you guys. We are saving you. We're going to save the copper so that I don't risk selling that. Do not want to sell the copper. That is too valuable right now. So this actually might not be a great money day, but wow, that was an amazing set of drops there. Level 3 fishing. I can make a crab pot, dish of the sea. Let's see here. 15 grand. 15 grand. Wow. That is awesome. That is so awesome. 600 on the jades, 180 on the aquamarine. This was an amazing day. But with that, guys, technically gone a bit long today just due to the nature of fishing. So I will see you all next time. Be sure, as always, hit the subscribe button. Check out the website, check out the Discord, Facebook group, check out all those things to really be able to get into the conversation so that we can actually foster the conversation that we're trying to have here. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about those thoughts that I had in terms of gameplay that I posed today. Let me know about those. Let me know if you think I'm totally wrong for playing the way that I am. Let me know if you like my ideas. And yeah, this is a great game for talking about how people play games. So let's start that conversation and keep it going. But until next time, everybody, I will see you later. This is your game professor signing off.